Hi, I'm Steve Ball. I'm the MD of the I Group, and welcome to our first weekly podcast. In it, and the whole idea of it is that we'll be having a bit of a chat about the roles that we're on, that we're currently working on, some of the talent that we've seen recently over the week, and also to hopefully provide some commentary on the state of the market and what's going on around town in general for us, and our views of agency and marketing land. The whole idea of this is just for you. It's not for my own self-aggrandisement, standing in front of the camera, sitting in front of the camera. I don't particularly enjoy it, but I'll try and do the best I can. Anyway, the idea is that you'll get something out of it, and also this will make life a little bit easier for you. So if you're looking for a new job, or you're looking for a new team member, or you simply want to hear sort of a different point of view that you might have read in the press, or you might want to have confirmation of that, just log on, come and listen to my dulcet tones for about 20 minutes or less, whatever you want to, every Friday. Every Friday we'll try and post these on Friday morning. And remember, we're a bloody recruitment company. We're not a production company, so if the production values aren't sort of too polished for your liking here, then for that we make some apologies, but there you go. Again, the idea is to pass on some information and some insights to you. So thank you, to infinity and beyond, yeehaw, and also too, just a heads up, this will be split up into sections, and I'll just announce the section headers at each point. We'll try and mark some chapters in that as well. Not sure if we've got the technology yet, but we'll give it a go. Anyway, thank you, and see you out there. And last but not least for today's podcast is the creative roles that we're managing at the moment. So again, I'll try and make it short and sweet, because I know the attention spans aren't terribly long sometimes. Alrighty, this role is, I don't have a reference number for, so that's a little bit embarrassing, but it's a mid-weight team, 65,000 including super. It's an integrated agency, smaller agency. It's in Melbourne. That's in Melbourne. So mid-weight team in Melbourne, 65,000 package. I assure you, there's not a penny more in it. It's an integrated agency that values its staff and promotes work-life balance, and is looking for a highly creative mid-weight team to join them. So if you are talented and strategically driven, and you've got a portfolio that demonstrates your through-the-line thinking, this would be cool. Does your writer half, because of course our brains are split into halves, does your writer half have a strong command of the English language, and does your art director half have a flair for design? And would you like to work on big clients in a medium-sized agency? If you're considering a move to an agency that appreciates you and the fact that you have a life outside of advertising, and they don't just want to grind you into a pulp, call us to find out more. So, midweight team in Melbourne, 65k package each. Bring it on. Love to hear from you. Thank you. This is another frustrated. It's another ad from a frustrated copywriter. We're after a midweight art director, fairly different to the last job we were talking about. This is in Sydney. This is on the north side, paying up to between 100 and 120,000 package, so that's including super, depending on experience and awards and all that stuff. All the stuff you get valued on. This is a fast-growing little through-the-line agency, is looking for a brilliant through-the-line art director. Need to be a bit of a gun Mac guy, so you need to know your way around a keyboard and the software, of course, linked to that. It's no point just pressing the keys, and really and here we go, I'll go there, give a shit about how things look. Someone who's highly conceptual and strategic and wants to work with like-minded creative thinkers would be well thought of. And if you've got a polio, please, I'll leave the polio alone. If you've got a folio that outshines all the rest because it demonstrates a passion for craft of design, to be well thought of, and it's someone who wants to work on all the clients in the agency, and also some juicy ones at that. So you'd be working across everything, and some bloody good clients. Need to have 5-ish years in the guts of an advertising agency creative department, and this is critical. As is a slightly twisted sense of humour. They're funny guys. A solid work ethic, and a positive attitude to life in the fast lane. Anyway, good job, good role, and so you'll be getting in touch with Alma Kettle. So that's mid-weight art director, 100 to 120 on the north side. And here they go. Here we go. Not one, but two junior creative teams required. Did you kick ass at award or RMIT or similar? So clearly one is, actually they're both in Sydney. These gigs both in Sydney, both on the north side. Have you got a great work ethic? I know that's an odd question for some, but you know, you've got to be pretty keen to just understand the value equation of why you're being employed. Have you got a book brimming with brilliant big ideas? You'd like to win a few ribbons and get up on stage, because these agencies will actually give you the scope to do that. So good client base, but also to not terribly hierarchical, so you'd be able to shine within them. And if you want your first break in an advertising agency as a junior creative, this would be a good thing. And if you've got someone you can team up with, that'd be bloody excellent too, because if you would you like to be mentored by some of the best creatives in the business, this would be a good gig. If you can answer yes to all of those, we'd love to get your folio and your CV. It's one PDF, no larger than 5 megs, so we can be in touch. So again, that's two teams, not one, but two, both in Sydney. You need to have done really well at award, RMIT or similar. Get to have a fantastic book with good ideas, well executed, and a great attitude to working. So being keen to work. So thank you. And that's about it for this week. So thanks for your time. I hope it's been of value. Would love some feedback. If you think, anything, the sound quality is bad, you don't like seeing the head, you just prefer to hear the sound, you don't like the gags, you just like a straight read, the ads don't make sense, any of that stuff, anything at all, love to hear from you. I'm going to say that repeatedly every week. Don't be surprised if you see this exact same clip next week in this same outfit, but the rest of the podcast is me wearing some other stuff. So again, thank you. Remember, this is for you. It's so you can listen to jobs rather than log on. It might be easier for you when you're going for a walk, whatever. That's the idea. So yeah, for that we thank you, and again, would really appreciate your feedback. Have a great weekend and a safe one too. Cheers.